You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another universe, a universe of sound, a universe of sight, a universe of mind. You're moving into a universe of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You just crossed over into the cryptoverse. For those of you new to my channel, in this chart right here, I will be making a short video where I can put a link down in the description and just refer you to that, because I don't want to explain it every single video because it gets repetitive and the people that have already heard it don't want to hear it over and over. But it's super confusing. If you look at this trade I have open down here, if you don't understand what I'm doing, you could look at that and think I'm a moron. So I'll make a video about that, and I'll just, from now on, I'll just link it. I'll just say, look at the link. So this is basically dollar cost averaging. I've had this open for over 2 months. And unfortunately, I've been calling this perfectly for, real perfect for the last about 2 weeks. If you want to look at my past videos, my recent past videos. So I didn't have enough money to take advantage of what I knew was going to happen. And it did happen, almost identical. I mean, it's almost exactly like I said. So I'm happy with that. Unfortunately, I wanted to have my entry price up at over 60,000 at this point, but I couldn't get enough money in there. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about this, what's going on. I think this is important just to get this short little video out quick. October 29th, this red line is the futures on a CME market, monthly expiration of Bitcoin. It's been dumping down, basically dumping down to this area, to that area in time every single month. There's a little change here, but I want to describe that. I'll make a video about all that stuff and link that. I'll make 2 videos. I don't want to have to repeat it over and over and over. It gets boring and repetitive for people who have already heard it. So specifically what I'm talking about now is my last video. I drew these white horizontal lines talking about where this dump might dump to. I believe that video was the 21st or maybe early the 22nd. Anyways, we were up here at like 61, 62, something like that. And I had this line at about 59, another one at 52, another one about 48, and then this area from like 44 to 41 down here. Talking about where this might bounce, and look at it. It bounced basically right off my white line. It came down to 59.5. I've actually got that white line at like 59.1. But there it is. You can see the last 2 daily candles wicked down to it. See how this working? Like I was saying, if I had my trade where I wanted, right, I might have taken like 10% profit on that white line, and then maybe 10% here and 10% or something here, and then maybe, did I say sell? I'm in a short position. I'd buy my order, maybe my whole order, I'd buy back down here at like 44, 42 or 1 or whatever. So, but I don't have my entry price where I want it, so I'm just going to ride this out. But I want to point this out. We got this big green candle today, Monday, October 25th, and the traditional markets are going to open in a couple hours, a few hours, and if you might be watching this video, it might be open already. And it looks like a big green pump. In my last video, I said Bitcoin giant or huge dump and a huge dump and pump. So I want to be clear. I'm not saying this is going to be a huge pump from here. I want to point out what I think is going to happen is this is going to come up here. I was going to make this video like an hour ago, but the intro took me a long time. So I'm thinking that about 60. I was going to say 63. Maybe 64, this might come up and get rejected. It might be getting rejected right now. But I'm thinking it's going to get rejected here pretty soon. Maybe it comes up, touch 64. I've seen this behavior over and over here. See that? During this dump. Dump down, and then we've got these nice green candles back up, and then it proceeds with the real dump down. See how that's working? You can see this pattern over and over. It's sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter. There's a little one here. See how it looks like it's dumps over, buy the dip, right? Ha ha ha, no dump. And there's another secondary one kind of here. And then you can really see it. Let me get this out of the way. You can really see it here. Here's another one. See how this working? See that? Dump down, recovery, buy the dip, everyone. Haha, no. Dump down to this futures date, right? You can see it here again. Little one here. Oh, recovery. Haha, buy a dip. No dump down to the futures date. Haha. Right? See how this working? So there's actually a 2-day spell here, and the biggest dump in the history of Bitcoin, monetary value there. See, actually almost 3 days, and then haha, no, dump down towards the future date. And you can see this pattern over and over and over. right? There's these little recoveries through here. This structure is a little different, but you can see one in here. And this is a little different. There's actually 9% dump down here. This one's going up, but there's 9% dump down to the futures day here. And then here, you can really see it. So I want to point out to you, here's a big one, right? People get twisted up in these, right? Had this giant big dump, right? Haha, just flash crash. No, it's recovering. Haha, back up by the dip, everyone. Haha, no dump. Boom. See how it's working? So I believe that's probably what's playing out here. Now, this is just what I think is going to happen. It's just my opinion. I'm watching for this to go up here, right? Haha, yeah, maybe even it lasts a day or two, right? Haha, boom, no, dump down towards this. So the last Friday of the month is a closure. It doesn't always bottom out on that date. Sometimes it's a couple of days before. Sometimes it's a couple of days after. So I'm watching for a little recovery, right? Haha, everyone bought the dip. Haha, no, boom, here's the real dump, right? So watch out for that. I'm watching 52,000 area. That's actually where I have my entry price at right now. So I might be interested in starting over at that point. As you can see, I'm getting paid to be in my position. If I'm the maker of the orders on this site, I get paid. If you've been watching along, look, that's all the way up to $44. Let's see if I got. Oh, look at that. See, I got $2 I can put in there right now. So I'll just go ahead and do that live on screen. I see how sometimes it says current limit order expected to close at market price. I don't want nothing to do with that. So I'm going to refresh the page. My screen recorder might slow this process down a little bit, so I can't really show you sometimes exactly how I do it. But hopefully we can. I'll try to get in front of it here. If the price goes down, I'll get my order in. But let's see if I get my order in. Okay, see, that's the limit order there. I want to get it in real quick. Boom. See, watch now. My liquidation price will go up. My entry price will go up a little bit. That was just $2. That's $2 they just paid me for having my order open. And see, my screen recorder is slowing it down. But you can use your imagination there. I don't want to make this video too long. There it goes. Just filled. See, and now, if you were noticing, my liquidation price came up. I didn't pay attention. It's usually should have been like $20 or so. Okay, so I want to get this video out quick before hopefully everyone can see this when they wake up. So I basically said what I want to say. I had to go yell at my cats for making noise during my video and give them a big bowl of food so they leave me alone. And where was I? That's it. That's all I had to say. Watch out. Watch out for the fake pump. I should have said that in my last video. This is a likely characteristic. I do think this might happen. It's just something I'm watching for, right? I'm not day trading this, right? So I'm not betting on this or anything, right? I'm playing the long term. Playing the long term trends and stuff is just what I'm seem to be naturally good at. So I'm just gonna stick to that, stick to what I'm good at. And for those of you following along, you will see this order down here. You will see it start to take shape. You probably can see it already, what I'm talking about. If I'd have had some more, I wish I had some more money in. You could really see the power of what I'm doing. So if you're new to this, back here in November, I started doing this little my little method or whatever you want to call it. And I started back here in November in here, and I was using the same strategy, except for I was using longs and it's little tiny increments, legging in, laddering in, low leverage. I was actually only I never went over 2 times leverage on the bull side over here. As you can see, I'm at 3 times right now down and below. But I was doing this here, right? I was selling the top here, but buying the top. I didn't know it was a top, right? So I was selling and buying. And if I got underwater, I'd just wait for it to come back up, right? And then sell my order and then buy more. And I actually bought all these tops, but I also sold them all, and just little increments legging in. And I basically was trying to buy a house with cash, and I was really close. I was on the border of being, I was basically a couple months away from being able to do that, but I got twisted into the ground here. So I'll talk about that in the future, how I can avoid doing that again. I want to keep you. I hope you enjoyed this. As always, thanks for watching.